Hello, welcome to Cory Reads. I am Cory, and I will be reading. Today, we are continuing with chapter 14 of the Bible. It is chapter 14 of the first book of Moses called Genesis. Continuing on, we'll read through the chapter, and then we'll have a discussion on what it says. And it came to pass in the days of Amraphel, as king of Shinar, Arioch, king of Elasar, Shindolamer, king of Elam, entitled King of Nations, that these made war with Bera, king of Sodom, and with Bersha, king of Gomorrah, Shinab, king of Admah, and Shemember, king of Zimboim, and the king of Bela, which is Zor. All these were joined together in the vale of Siddim, which is the Salt Sea. 12 years they served Chedorlaomer, and in the 13th year they rebelled. And in the 14th year came Chedorlaomer and the kings that were with him, and smote the Rephaims in Ashtaroth, Karnaim, and the Zuzims in Ham, and the Emims in Shaveh Kiriathaim, and the Horites in their Mount Seir unto El Paran, which is by the wilderness. And they returned and came to En Mishpat, which is Kadesh, and smote all the country of the Amalekites, and also the Amorites that dwelt in Hazern Tamar. And there went out the king of Sodom, and the king of Gomorrah, and the king of Admah, and the king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, the same as Zoar. And they joined battle with them in the vale of Siddim, with Shindolaomer, the king of Elam, and with titled king of nations, and Amraphel, king of Shinar, and Arioch, king of Elasar, 4 kings with 5. And the vale of Siddim was full of slime pits, and the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled, and fell there. And they that remained fled to the mountain. And they took all the goods of Sodom and Gomorrah, and all the victuals, and went their way. And they took Lot, Abram's brother's son, who dwelt in Sodom, and his goods, and departed. And there came one that had escaped, and told Abram the Hebrew, for he dwelt in the plain of Mamre, the Amorite, brother of Eshcol, and brother of Aner, and these were confederates with Abram. And when Abram heard that his brother was taken captive, he armed his trained servants, born in his own house, 318, and pursued them into Dan. And he divided himself amongst them, he and his servants by night, and smote them, and pursued them into Hobah, which is on the left hand of Damascus. And he brought back all the goods, and also brought again his brother Lot, and his goods, and the women also, and the people. And the king of Sodom went out to meet him after his return from the slaughter of Shindolaomer, and the kings that were with him at the valley of Shaveh, which is the king's dale. And Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought forth bread and wine, and he was the priest of the Most High God. And he blessed him, and said, Blessed be Abram, of the Most High God, possessor of heaven and earth, and blessed be the Most High God, which hath delivered thine enemies into thy hand. And he gave him tithes of all. And the king of Sodom said unto Abram, Give me the persons, and take the goods to thyself. And Abram said to the king of Sodom, I have lifted up my hand unto the Lord, the Most High God, the possessor of heaven and earth, that I will not take from a thread even to a shoe latchet, and that I will not take anything that is thine, lest thou shouldest say, I have made Abram rich, save only that which the young men have eaten, and the portion of the men which went with me, Aner, Eshcol, and Mamre, let them take their portion. All right. Well, chapter 13 basically covers the War of the Kings, or the Battle of the Kings. It has multiple kings from multiple different nations all go into battle together. It leads to the capture of Lot, and then Abram goes and gets him, and gets his army, basically goes and rescues Lot. And then they meet Melchizedek, king of Salem, which blessed Abram, and then Abram gives him a tithe, and that's pretty much it. But right now, at this part of the Bible, we're kind of following Abram and Lot for a while, and it's going over historical stuff that could be more proven or tracked down, that this locations, actual battles that happened, and things that could be proven a lot easier than the beginning parts of the Bible that were more vague. But they're getting more specific here with different locations, names of kings, battles, where they took place, this city and that city. Going forward, it's uh, more pinpoint on historic. Right now, the retelling of historical battles and tales of the time of what happened and cities, and why is that city in ruin? Why is these people over here? What king did this? Why is there battle there? Who is this and that? So it's getting to the point in the story where it's sticking to the main characters, Lot and Abram, and what they're doing and where they're going, and then the cities and everything tied in. Um, and that's kind of where we're going to be, I believe, for a little bit. Just sort of glance through the next couple of chapters, looking at the names, and it's like, oh, we're still the same people. But yeah, that was chapter 14, and thanks for watching.